L-theanine is known for boosting alpha and theta brainwaves, anti-anxiety, boosting cognition, improving memory, and better quality of sleep. L-theanine is a non-dietary amino acid and is found in green tea. Structurally, L-theanine is similar to the neurotransmitter L-glutamate and L-glutamine. L-theanine easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, and taken as a supplement or by drinking green tea, it reaches your brain within 30 to 45 minutes. It can lower blood pressure, rejuvenate and relax you, boost your ability to think, improve focus and change your mood. L-theanine balances brain chemistry and it improves cognitive health. L-theanine boosts alpha brainwaves, promoting alert relaxation, and theta brainwaves that are associated with creativity and relief from trauma. L-theanine increases GABA, serotonin, and dopamine levels in the brain, producing an energizing and a calming effect, and improving cognition and memory. L-theanine is an antagonist of the NMDA receptors, and it can inhibit synaptic release of glutamate, protecting your brain from overstimulation that's caused by glutamate and possible glutamate toxicity. As an analog of glutamate and glutamine, it's hydrolyzed in your intestine and your liver into L-glutamate and ethylamine, and it easily crosses your blood-brain barrier. L-theanine is one of the few nootropics known to modulate brainwaves. It affects alpha brainwaves, which are associated with relaxation, providing an alert calmness. It also helps to promote super-learning flow states and joy. It helps to boost the neurotransmitter serotonin, dopamine, and GABA in your brain, as well as increasing brain-derived nootropic factor and nerve growth factor. It's known for helping to relieve stress, improve cognition, boost mood, and cognitive function. L-theanine helps to increase alpha brainwaves, which are associated with mental relaxation and concentration. One study in South Korea worked with 20 healthy male volunteers aged 18 to 30. One group was given L-theanine tablets and the other group was given a placebo for 7 days. Brainwaves were measured 40 minutes after the administration of the tablets. The researchers analyzed the alpha wave power values, and they concluded that L-theanine tablets promoted the release of alpha brainwaves, which are related to mental relaxation and concentration. In May 2016, researchers at Simon Fraser University in Canada developed a technology to clinically measure brainwave patterns. With this technology, we're now able to detect cognitive dysfunction before it happens. Imagine the implications of this new technology when applied to the nootropics world. Research showed that L-theanine increases dopamine, serotonin, and GABA in your brain, and it reduces the excitatory neurotransmitter glutamate, which is associated with stress, tension, and agitation. A study done in Japan worked with 12 people who underwent 4 separate trials, one in which they took L-theanine at the start of the experiment, one in which they took it halfway through, and 2 control trials in which they took either a placebo or nothing. The results showed that L-theanine resulted in a reduction in heart rate and IgA associated with acute stress. The researchers concluded that L-theanine could cause anti-stress effects via the inhibition of cortical neuron excitation. As we get older, our brain chemistry and our energy metabolism changes. Neurotransmitter levels decline, glutamate levels increase, stress levels increase, long-term memory and mood decline, quality of sleep declines. All of these changes can happen at any age once we reach adulthood, and they're contributing factors to neurodegenerative diseases of aging and reducing the quality of life. L-theanine energizes without draining, calms without putting you to sleep, and motivates without causing a jagged edge. L-theanine is an anti-anxiety and calming supplement. Green tea can have as much caffeine as some coffee, but yet it doesn't exert the same speedy effect, and the reason is that the L-theanine cancels out the overexcitation from the caffeine. You can actually see L-theanine's effect in your brain using an EEG. Brainwaves are smoothed out rather than flattened out, so your body is relaxed, your mind is calm, but you don't get sleepy. And L-theanine, once it crosses the blood-brain barrier, raises levels of serotonin and dopamine. L-theanine even improves your quality of sleep. Researchers in Japan gave volunteers 200 milligrams of L-theanine daily, and they recorded their sleep patterns. Sleep quality, recovery from exhaustion, and feeling refreshed were all enhanced by L-theanine. L-theanine puts you in a better mood. Once it crosses your blood-brain barrier, L-theanine changes levels of amino acids that affect serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, having a modulating effect on the mood. Your unique neurochemistry, including neurotransmitters, brain waves, brain structure, and even regional brain activity, will influence your response to L-theanine. L-theanine improves mood. Most users report a calming effect within 30 to 45 minutes of taking L-theanine. Cognition gets a boost, and energy levels rise without the jitteriness caused by stimulants like caffeine. Some report L-theanine has stopped their anxiety and their panic attacks. Just don't combine it with anti-anxiety medication like Xanax. Most report an overall improvement in the sense of well-being and the quality of life, and nearly all remark on better sleep quality. Research has found that if L-theanine is present in your body at the time that a stroke occurs, brain damage will be significantly reduced. In a monster study done in China, researchers selected 14,212 subjects from 12 provinces. Ages ranged 35 to 60. The study looked at tea drinking status, dose, and type of tea. The study concluded there was a 40% decreased risk of stroke in those who drank green, black, or jasmine tea. In this double-blind, placebo-controlled study, the effects of L-theanine on memory and attention were investigated. 91 subjects with mild cognitive impairment were enrolled in the study. One group received 1,680 milligrams of L-theanine every day for 16 weeks, and the control group received a placebo. The study concluded that L-theanine increased brain theta waves associated with cognitive alertness and creativity, and there were improvements in memory. The results of the study suggested that L-theanine has the potential as an intervention for cognitive improvement. And this is an understatement by any stretch. People spend years meditating with the goal of reaching consistent access to brainwave states like theta. In this trial, they did with a dose of L-theanine, the same type of dose you could get from a few cups of quality green tea. Considerable research has been dedicated to L-theanine and its benefits to stress reduction in both animals and human studies, and we have ample documentation that corticosterone and stress exert negative effects on memory. Corticosteroids, which are secreted after stress, have a profound impact on long-term potentiation and memory formation. In this study, rats were fed water containing L-theanine for 3 weeks and put through some stress-inducing exercises. The researchers found that corticosterone levels were lower in the rats who used the L-theanine when compared to those who had none. In fact, stress had no effect on the animals who were fed the L-theanine. Memory was not affected. The researchers concluded that the L-theanine modified the corticosterone secretion, and L-theanine is a strong preventative measure in preventing memory loss otherwise induced by stress. Recommended dose of L-theanine is 100 to 400 milligrams once or twice a day, with a maximum of 1,200 milligrams per day, according to the Cleveland Clinic. L-theanine is water-soluble, so you can take it with water. L-theanine is a naturally occurring amino acid found in plants like tea or one species of mushroom, so it's considered non-toxic and very safe. It seems to decrease blood pressure, so if you're on medication for high blood pressure, use L-theanine with caution. Your blood pressure could go too low. One study was done in the UK, and it looked on the combined effect of L-theanine and caffeine on cognitive performance and mood. They compared 50 milligrams of caffeine with and without 100 milligrams of L-theanine. The research team had 27 volunteers participate, and they based it on measurements of word recognition, rapid visual information processing, critical flicker fusion threshold, attention switching, and mood. Performance was measured at the beginning and again 60 minutes and 90 minutes after the consumption, separated by a 7-day washout period. Caffeine improved alertness at 60 minutes and accuracy on attention switching at 90 minutes. The L-theanine and caffeine combination improved both speed and accuracy and reduced susceptibility to distracting information on the memory task. The research team concluded that L-theanine and caffeine in combination are beneficial for both improving performance on cognitively demanding tasks, and for added bonus, L-theanine takes the jittery edge off of the caffeine consumption. L-theanine affects alpha and theta brainwaves. This alone will help you calm your mind, reduce stress, and help you stay alert. You'll get even more cognitive benefits by mixing L-theanine with caffeine. L-theanine helps to boost the neurotransmitter dopamine, serotonin, and GABA, improving alertness and attention, and boosting cognition and memory. And it reduces the excitatory neurotransmitter glutamate, which is associated with stress, tension, and agitation. L-theanine helps to prevent strokes and even reduce the damaging effects if you've had a stroke, and L-theanine has been shown to improve sleep quality. It's suggested to start with a dose of 100 to 250 milligrams of L-theanine daily to assess your effects.